different now. I've been there and I
Tell you how I lost my mind. I tell you why daddy didn't have the time. It's kind of funny breaking rules and telling lies. I paid the price, I'll come back and make him pay it twice. Born an angel, I'll die a psycho. Cause I can be flawless, dangerous, I never let go. I found my mister, but he went missing. He's so fearless, reckless. I know you know my name, this pretty little face, the bullet in your brain. Hey, my baby, he's insane. Maybe just the same. I know you feel my pain. Hey, it's Harley fucking Quinn. The bullet in your brain. I know you know my name. Hey, it's Harley fucking Quinn. This pretty little face, the bullet in your brain. I know you know my name. Hey, it's Harley fucking Quinn.
They call me the mastermind. Don't roll the dice.
But all the best ideas were mine. Please don't leave
I'll
me.
break your heart 1,000 times. Come play with mine.
Only one of us is gonna survive.
Born an angel, you'll die a psycho. I could be flawless.
I never let go.
I found my mister,
But he went missing. He's so fearless, reckless. I know you know my name. This pretty little face, the bullet in your brain. Hey, my baby, he's insane. Maybe just the same. I know you feel my pain. Hey, it's Harley fucking Quinn. The bullet in your brain. I know you know my name. Hey, it's Harley fucking Quinn. didn't expect this to be something. I hoped one day I'd wake up and you would be nothing to me. But this sudden day it'll be 10 months and I'd be lying if I said that didn't scare the shit out of me. But I'm tongue-tied, 'cause you love me in my little dark mind. Didn't run away when you saw inside. I tried to keep you away, but I gotta face it. I like what we had, don't wanna stay it. But that means I'm gonna have to stay in this face it. You're perfect, I hate it. Figured out self-sabotage by now. I get so scared of problems I haven't even found yet. I'm sick of looking for an easy way out. 'Cause the truth is, if we blow up, it'll still be worth it to me. But I'm tongue-tied, 'cause you love me in my little dark mind. Didn't run away when you saw inside. I tried to keep you away, but I gotta face it. I like what we had, don't wanna stay it. But that means I'm gonna have to stay in this face it. You're perfect, I hate it. Your roommate's party got you in your room. Climb onto the roof like it's just one of those moves. What's another Friday all alone? What's another day just on your phone? Reading all those messages that you missed. When one is someone near is what you wish, and no one hears the screams that you wanted to shout. Stuck inside your head, you want out. Now you're calling, plans are falling. Run outside, let's go ride. Just keep driving, roads and one, and I'm here with you. Dropped up in the heat of Malibu. In Malibu. When it's past and you can catch a break, always talking about how your friends are always fake. Stuck inside the dream that you call late. Wishing you could run, find a place to run away. Reading all those messages that you missed. When one is someone near is what you wish, and no one hears the screams that you wanted to shout. Stuck inside your head, you want out. Now you're calling, plans are falling. Run outside, let's go ride. Just keep driving, roads and one, and I'm here with you. Dropped up in the heat of Malibu. In Malibu.
can't let you go. I can't tell you no. I'm like Romeo, that's who I want you to know. But I've been leading you on, it's lasting for way too long. Act like it's nothing, play you like a puppet and string it along.
Don't wanna let you down, even if I see that it's coming. Save that shit for someone else, cause I'm just too damn weak to confront it. I'm gonna tell you what you wanna hear. I'm gonna make your problems disappear. So I'm gonna lie a little, lie a little, lie a little. I'm gonna lie a little, lie a little, lie a little.
Look, I don't wanna cause no drama. I don't wanna end my phrase with a comma. Fighting with no end in sight, serious. Fighting is not my shit, period. A lot of people can't handle the truth. I'm not taking the chance that it's different with you. I'm gonna tell you everything is alright, cause I don't feel like you crying tonight.
Don't wanna let you down, even if I see that it's coming. Save that shit for someone else, cause I'm just too damn weak to confront it. I'm gonna tell you what you wanna hear. I'm gonna make your problems disappear. So I'm gonna lie a little, lie a little, lie a little. I'm gonna lie a little, lie a little, lie a little. Not gonna tell you how I feel today. Wish it was easier for me to say. So I'm gonna lie a little, lie a little, lie a little. I'm gonna lie a little, lie a little, lie a little.
I feel like a bad guy, but I'm feeling good in those eyes. Suppose I'd rather make it last than cut ties. Don't try, shoulda but just shut up. Thinking that I just might slip, but I stutter. Trip, 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 while I this. Wanna fix this every time I miss. And I hate myself, at least I think. Being honest is not my thing.
I'm gonna tell you what you wanna hear. I'm gonna make your problems disappear. So I'm gonna lie a little, lie a little, lie a little. I'm gonna lie a little, lie a little, lie a little. Not gonna tell you how I feel today. Wish it was easier for me to say. So I'm gonna lie a little, lie a little, lie a little. I'm gonna lie a little, lie a little, lie a little.
Trying to get away. I'm looking forward, ignoring the lanes. I ain't focused on the interstate. Tears dry in the wind before they hit my face. Trying to hide how I feel today. But I'm a man, hold it in, cause the real ones don't cry anyway. Right, don't cry anyway. I don't let go, I just hold on. And it's starting to take a toll on me though. Can't stop playing too much in the past for the baggage stream, so I hit the road and I'm gone. I don't look back, I just roll on. 105 on the dash, eyes closed, waiting to come back from the crash. Eyes closed, and I'm never looking back. No, 9-5, trying to get away. I'm looking forward, ignoring the lanes. I ain't focused on the interstate. Tears dry in the wind before they hit my face. Trying to hide how I feel today. But I'm a man, hold it in, cause the real ones don't cry anyway. Right, don't cry anyway. So much for living, so much for being fearless. So much for moving, what happened to your healing? I can't seem to pull myself together. Seems like I missed the puzzle, am I undone forever? How do I survive the problems inside? Tried 1,000 times, I fell every time. I can't stop, I'm in like too deep. Moving up too fast, forgetting the old me. Going in 9-5, trying to get away. I'm looking forward, ignoring the lanes. I ain't focused on the interstate. Tears dry in the wind before they hit my face. Trying to hide how I feel today.
pretend to like you. I hope you feel the same. I take a chance and not lose. I can't pretend to like you. It's just I never thought you were sitting next to me. I don't understand. It's just I never seen you smile. You wanna make
so that we could have some variation. 'Cause, you know, we gotta have some balance in this series. But it looks like the knife round has started right now. Teams are
Yeah.
just, and it's what I seem to be getting is that the sides have already been determined. Brutal Base is going to be starting CT regardless. Um,
Yeah.
so let's actually see what this Inferno side of Brutal Base holds. Will they be strong enough and get a double-digit head start and crush their Phantoms Ignite opponents? Or will it be a close game and T side is all they have to clench onto? We'll find out very soon.
Seems like we already have a player with some problems. Dropped from the server.
Oh, do they? Oh yeah. As a Phantoms Ignite player, actually, not Brutal Base.
Yeah. Weird.
Well, while we wait for this technical difficulty to be fixed, do not hesitate to join the Phoenix League Discord. They got another season planned coming up in June, season 5, and that's going to be a big one as well. And looks like I just got word that the game's starting, so let's
Yeah.
get started.
See
Looks
that?
like. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we see that
Go ahead.
Brutal Blaze has gone for 2 sets of utility. And 1 smoke only, so seems like it's gonna be a B execute on.
I think this is. I think they're going to be waiting a bit for for Phantoms Ignite to rotate over. This is a 2-man hold in CT, and that boost can be very, very useful for Phantoms Ignite.
But also with that 1 smoke though. If
Yep,
they
that's
pre-fire
well.
the boost spot, they can destroy everything here.
Rogi gets off with a good start. Finn takes out Rogi. Proxnas
Yeah.
takes out Arzak.
They have the side pretty easy, only losing 1 player.
We got Skill coming in from CT. He's smoked off. His teammate is also coming from Banana, and behind Skill we got Roker. Both duo pushing up.
We see here Pronax sitting in ruins, waiting for him. Oh, he get taken out.
How he should have at least got one in my opinion, but you know, unlucky.
We have
Lucy and Roker pushing up towards pool. They smoke the bomb. Will they get onto it?
They
Yes.
missed
Nope.
smoking the bomb now. This is not looking good.
What the hell is
Starting
that?
to run out for them. Oh no, they lost this one. It's going bad.
Well, Brutal Base will take the round, losing 2 people, 2 members on from the bomb, and they will take the round. It was a messy round, but a good recovery from Brutal Base. Unfortunately, the Ruins Lurk didn't work for them.
But it didn't
But
affect the end of the round though.
Exactly. At the end of the day, they got the rounds, and they have a full bar round here. It looks like Phantoms Ignite is going to be going for a bunch of Deagles and full USPs. As you can see, Coke is slowly pushing up Banana, trying to get some info. Lutzi and Roker deep apps control as well. Lutzi gets taken down, and Roker as well. That Deagle didn't see enough combat before it was taken down. And now the T-side are pushing back up towards mid, going for a. There's only 1 more person inside. Never mind.
They have
Skill is
taken
also
over ace
taken
right
down.
now. Can Phantoms Ignite get anything out of this?
Right now, their best bet here is honestly to go for exits.
Yeah.
Nothing much they can do here.
Just hold inside CT and hope that someone exits there.
Exactly, and I think that USB should be close to Rogi. Again, USPs are not. They're good weapons, but not as powerful as a Deagle. So Arzek can actually, Orisk can actually get a frag with the help of his teammate Rogi.
Yeah. Doesn't look like anyone's gonna exit CT. So they don't get the luck.
Now this is good from Brutal Base. They're going out together. They're not going solo by solo. But we do have Kokek pushing in from the flank. Could he kill? Oh, never mind.
Oh, both the CTs go down to the bomb.
Okay.
That didn't go that plan.
Well, what do you think so far? Well, this buy is going to be coming out. What would you do in their situation if you were Phantoms Ignite, Vikk?
I would probably start default and see what the plan for Brutal Blaze is. As we see now, it's a big banana and mid's presence.
Well, definitely, banana presence is very strong. I think they want to get rid of these SMGs and abuse them as much as they can. They have banana control right now, and Phantom's Ignite will respond with a molly towards banana to stop this Mach 10 Carnage from pushing up any further. Broker.
They haven't shown any presence towards mid so far, though. So Phantom's Ignite should almost expect this one to come.
Most definitely. Rogi here with an MP9. He's going to use a flash to potentially delay the push. We're not sure, but he's here with his buddy Amirz, and he's going to get flashed. And as you can see, Brutal Base is actually trying to force rotates over to B, and it's actually working. There's only 2 people available on A site, 1 on long and 1 on A site.
And
as
it
you can
seems
see,
like Brutal
Procnas.
Base haven't managed to figure out where they want to go yet.
Well, honestly, right now this is the perfect time for them to spill all the utility they have available. Just let Phantom's Ignite waste all their utility. And it looks like it's working. Phantom's Ignite has 0 utility available, only their aim and their rifles
And
to their
only
name.
1 kit on Rogi on B side.
Exactly. And it looks like they're going to be going up towards A. These 2 guys are actually what? They're leaving
They've been
towards
fully faked out now. No one inside.
Broker will get 1 and another
Get
1.
2.
Broker pushing down mid. Tix will take him.
Oh, the time's gonna stop them maybe. Yeah, it looks like Phantom's Ignite gets this on time.
Oh, you gotta kill him now. You gotta kill Tix now if you want him to suffer.
Should push him. Oh, they weren't fast enough.
Well, that was a strange round. Brutal Base actually managed to pull out Phantom's Ignite into the B site. However, they didn't capitalize on it fast enough. And they end up losing the round to Phantom's Ignite.
I see that in chat there that RC Kite or KT is just used as TK. So then we have an easier name saying his name.
Yeah. I'm just gonna call him ZK or ZK. I'm gonna call him ZK. I hope he's fine with that.
Well, he has to be now.
Yeah. It looks like it's gonna be slowed down more. This is more reasonable. We can see 2-man on banana, and the rest of them are focused towards mids. They're trying to go for as much map control as they can, try to force out this utility, which is smart to do. CT side Inferno can be hard if you have no utility available to your name. And as you can see, they're pushing up the mids, tagging up skill. Tix is chewing off skill's HP there. Now Lutzi is also holding passively. This is a very passive hold from the CT side, and it looks like bomb is going back to banana. Now, Vikk, what do you think about this, Vikk? Is this a good setup for Phantoms?
Yeah, not for Phantoms have really little map control, and as we see here, getting back to
Oh my god! All right, and wow, Proxnas manages to get ZK, and he's gonna push up onto the side, and Proxnas gets Rogi as well. That's B side in control of Brutal Base. They have only a small amount of time to plant, and which they do. It's a 2v3 retake, utility available on both. On both sides as well. Roker and Lutzi pushing up from CT together. They're gonna be smoking banana, and they're gonna be pushing towards pool. No one is going through ruins. There's gonna be a boost coming in. We got Tix on coffins. We got Vise on dark, and finally we have Proxnas focused in ruins. And it's just down to Roker to try to salvage the strong. He's gonna go in. Nearly the straight answer was there, but quite unfortunate that he couldn't get that through. Both were low. Right. If our analyst Nomad would like to say a few words right now on the situation.
Yeah, no, this is Brutal's control, I would say. They've performed a few fakes already, and it's only 5 rounds into the game. As you can see, Rogi for Phantoms is pretty much their info player on B site. He's sitting in that corner pretty well, And like what's happening now, he can hear them all rushing up. So he is very much their info player. If he gets taken down, they can pretty much have B site for free. They've taken banana every round. So if Rogi goes down, Phantoms, that's it. They've just got to play retake. There's nothing else. I think they need to switch, bolster up that B site a little bit more.
That is 100% true, and I think Vicky would agree with this because it looks like Rogi is the only one who's getting frags on the B side, trying to prevent any push from Brutal Base. And Brutal Base take the 4th round for themselves. A very good and solid T side start, and things are looking very bright for them on this Inferno take. Now, they got a buy-in. I don't know what they're gonna do with this. What would you do with this, Vic, if you were in the situation? What kind of plays would you call?
I would say send 3 people to B and try and take over banana since they've been losing that so much. And we see that the Brutal has had very much success on B.
Definitely. I would honestly say if they could go for a heavy aggressive banana horde, which they're doing right now, they're actually clenching on banana, but it looks like, yep, they will lose 1 man. And now banana could be for the taking, but we have skill rotating down back to banana. Meanwhile, Brutes are pushing up here slowly. Scratch that, they're gonna go back towards mid. And this boost coming in from Lutzi, this could actually be a very, very cute moment for him. He needs to get 1 frag. And he does. Lutzi falls back, plays passive, that's perfect. Get the kill, fall off. That's exactly what he needs to do. Now Brutal Base are scared. They don't know what else waits for them on A side. They're gonna be starting to jitter around, try to see if they could notice if there's a 3-man on a site or 1 man, they're not sure. They're gonna play it with some time. But they're going to be pushing up towards long, and Tix is going to be the first one to peek. Skill will be the one to meet them if they do push long and towards Arch. But again, they're switching up. They're going towards short. And we got Roker at Hay waiting for them. Roker and Lipstick, can these two do something with this? Pop smoke. Tix will manage to take out Lutzi. Bomb side is for there, so they're taking. Oh, and Skill gets taken out, but they don't know about Roker, which he's still unhit. He can do a lot with this. And he gets another one. 2v1 situation, takes on site on Ninja by himself. He's got no utility. As soon as he kills the first, they'll know exactly where he is. He needs to be very smart with this. And they're closing in on him. They know where he is. They do. Ooh, and Roki takes him out without Tix being able to frag 1 person, and that's 4-2. Phantoms Ignite finally get around after a very, very brutal start for their CT side. Pun intended.
That's a nice one. Yeah, it seems like they didn't manage to take out the pit guy. They overpeaked him, I feel like, and they took it one-on-one duels. Yeah, that was probably Phantom's strength that round.
Definitely, and as we can see, Rogi again playing on this site with that K. A flash that doesn't go to their waves, like a waste flash that pops in CT. Unfortunate for Mara, he's not having a good start to this CT side Inferno, but we never know. T side could be his bread and butter on this map. And the T's are gonna push in, trying to take banana control. We got Skill holding mid passively from long. Not showing much leg, not showing much arm. He's just holding it with his double zoom, hoping to get some information out from this. Now the Brutal Base will be slowly pushing up.
Yeah, it seems like they're gonna go for a B setup, and well, Rogi has been doing strong there. It's interesting how this gonna look. Rogi gets 1, he gets 2, and he assists the 3rd one, and it's straight up shut down on B side. And that's a nice round from Rogi.
Exactly, as Nomad said, Rogi, if he's active on the site, he can do so much. And it looks like it's a technical pause, I believe.
It would look like that, yeah.
Because I think they have timeouts available. Unsure, but Nomad, what is your take so far now in round 8?
Well,
What do you think?
like I said before, Rogi was obviously playing information on B site, and then there was a round in between where they decided to play a bit of aggro on banana, and that's actually the round that they won, and they're playing right now. So it's nice to see a bit of aggression rather than playing a passive info play. It doesn't always work, but it seems to be doing all right for him right now. That last round, Brutal messed up a little bit. The smokes on CT weren't quite there. And to be fair to them, Rogi had changed position from where he was previously. He was on top of the box instead of staying in a little corner on first. So that played really well for him. It was just a very solid side hold from Phantom overall. Not much to say about the A side really. Let's just see if Brutal is able to pull out a very nice eco. Maybe they've got a bit of utility. They've got 3 smokes and 2 flashes. So my guessing is that they're going to go hard and fast onto one of the sites and just try and block off as many sight lines as possible.
Yep, and with that, we're underway. We got 2 AKs, sorry, 3 AKs on the CT side. Well, that's looking like a T side haven for them right now. They're pushing up from second mid. Potentially a Apps lurk or Apps waterfall out. This could be a good thing for them. But no, they're actually going towards mid altogether. They're gonna flash one in. And that's gonna be oof. They're taking way too much utility damage from that molly, and they're only a pistol shot away from dying. Skill gets 2 before he gets taken down by Findrink T. Now Lucy also takes down Findrink T. Lucy another one. And finally, Vize is also taken down by Lucy. Great round from Lucy and Skill. The eco was alright as they managed to pull out a skill from the up. However, the up was saved, so not much investment was made into this round for Phantom's Ignite. Now we got a buy coming in from the T side. Now, Vikk, you mentioned before that they should try, the Phantom's Ignite needs to take more map control. And it doesn't look like that's happening. If you were in the position and this wasn't happening, what would you say to your IGL at this point? What would be your word?
I would probably go for sending another player to B. Like, of course, they have been managing to hold it down now, but still, they're not contesting top mid. Sorry, or top lane as meant. So use some mollets or use some nades to do some damage. It doesn't look like they're interested in that.
Definitely. It looks like the players on B are more jittery. They're scared of losing members on Banana, and that's the thing with B. Once you get Banana control, you have unlocked a lot of availability for your CT side to rotate over. If you get Banana, you can just leave one person down there and rotate everyone else back to A, and you can pretty much lock down, in a way, both sides. However, it looks like Banana is going to be taken again. They're going to push up towards B. A Molotov will come in to prevent them from pushing any further. He's going to take 1 damage. Now, TK is going to stand here towards Coffin. He's got his best butt and the star of the B side so far, Rogi, holding with the AK. TK gets 1. Rogi gets another. Rogi gets taken down and TK gets another one. And finally, this is the B side that we were looking for. These two working together, getting into a really good crossfire in order to prevent B side from being taken. Now 15 seconds left into the round. They should know that the bomb is on B side. They should all be rotating in towards B to protect the bomb. No points going in hunting. Your money is not that perfect for a couple of your players. Yes, they have 7k available to them, but they'd rather go out with 4-man instead of 3 or 2 in this situation. And that's the thing with Phantom's Ignite. They need, and I mean they need, a lot of rounds if they want to survive in this best of 3 series, especially on Inferno. Because by the way, Brutal are playing their T side. I'm scared for what they have to hold on their CT side. It's a half buy, Vikk. Here, this is the buy that you've been looking for.
Well, we see Visor going for the hero AK. Gonna be interesting to see if that works out. Pushing
Again.
into B, they get 1, but trade straight away.
And again, this is perfect. This is a good B-hold right now. You can see Skill, he's rotated in towards CT, but Rogi is again alone on site. It's always Rogi that seems to be the last one alive. And some people might be wondering if he's baiting A or if he actually is better at playing the side. I think Rogi is the key for B side, and I think they should swap out TK and move him to A site and instead replace him with skill or put an opera there, because right now TK is he's having a good start to the game. Right now he's just woken up, but he's being kind of miserable there because he's the first one to go out, and it's just Rogi by his lonesome, just trying to hold the site together for his team to rotate in. So maybe putting an op on B side could be a small kind of answer to this brutal based aggressive hold on B. Now it looks like they've finally given up on B. It stopped working for them for 2 consecutive rounds. Actually, no, not 2. Scratch at 5 consecutive rounds. And they're focusing more on A site. Now Lutzi is here on A short, playing passive towards side. Still gets a pick. And it looks like Brutal Base has slightly lost their touch when they're pushing these sides. Coke is watching bottom banana. I don't wait. Why would he even watch it? I think. Yeah, he's got a player in banana. There's no point in watching that. And now Coke is gonna take the bomb. They're gonna slowly go back to B, or no, they're not. They're gonna go back to A. Wow, I just got debated there. They're gonna lose Proxnas on shorts, on Inaps, pardon me. And Roker is gonna be clenching onto this kit, and still gets a collateral skill, baby. Long is also put on lockdown. Brutal Base have nowhere to go. They're stuck. Everywhere they peek, it's either skill waiting for them, or Roker, or Rogi. Now these 3 are definitely the players you want to be looking out for on this Phantoms Ignite. So far, they've been really showing up, and they have been keeping the CT side together, in my opinion. And for the Brutal Base side, it looks like a couple of their players need to start waking up as well, because this is starting to look like a potential 10-5 or 11-4 Phantoms Ignite CT side. Who would you actually look for as a star player in these rosters, Vikk?
Yeah, as you said, on the Fantasy Night side, it's probably Rogue Key. And on Brutal Base, I don't know, honestly, I haven't seen anything special from anyone yet. But looking on the scoreboard right now, I would probably have to go for Proxas.
Go with that as well, but it looks like it's gonna be a quick banana take. They're gonna molly top of banana. They're gonna send one of the AKs here, pretty much alone. The only person who sorry, scratch that. He's here with another AK. My bad. And it looks like they're again pushing towards banana, trying to take banana control. And this is Phantoms Ignite needs to do something about this. The more they let banana fall under the T side, the more the T side have to play with. And honestly, if you give them that much breathing room, they can harass you in all ways possible on the sites. Now, Coke and Tix are slowly pushing up on banana. Vize is falling off and joining them on banana with Proxnas. This is looking like a B take. Now we got Rogi here with the smoke, and we have TK as well with the flash and a smoke. And Skill is also joining them. They're reading this perfectly. This is a perfect read coming in from Phantoms Ignite. Now, will they be able to hold on to the side? Skill gets the first pick. They're gonna smoke it, and the utility starts flying. They're gonna be pushing into side. Rogi gets one. Skill gets another one through smoke. No scope. Rogi gets another one as well. Tix finally takes out Skill. However, it's not enough. Not enough at all. And Phantoms Ignite take that round comfortably with only losing 1 man, which is the sharpshooter on their team. And it looks like another pause is being called for Brutal Base. I think they're using the tech pause, actually. This is like I'm not sure if this is against the rules, but they're using the tech pause for their timeout. I think they don't realize that, but yeah. Well, Nomad, take us away. Say a few things for the Brutal Base side, please.
I was definitely going to say that Brutal should really be calling a timeout here to reevaluate their strats. They're going for the banana pushes very often. And to be fair, Rogi and Skill are on their game today. Rogi is very, very crucial to holding that B site, and he's working it perfectly. And of course, like we've seen, Skill's getting some very nutty shots with the AWP. Last round, I believe it was Coke pushed before the CT smoke popped, which is a very, very weird mistake to make, especially if you're going for a full site take. That put them down to 4 versus what they obviously didn't know, 3 players on the site at the time. Puts them at a massive disadvantage, especially considering the game hasn't been going their way for a while. But to be fair, the A site is also being solidly locked down. We had obviously positions under apartments, and we had a position under short as well. So they got a very solid ground on any pushes. But I believe Brutal might just have to reevaluate what they're doing currently because it's not working for them and hasn't been for a while.
Definitely, that's very true indeed. And now we got a full buy round coming in. No op on the T side. They have a Scout and a Galil to their names alongside a couple of AKs. They have a decent amount of utility. They can definitely use this and play around this. But looks like their fear for the B side is still active and they're focusing more towards A side now. They're taking more apps control and looking to take mid control. And we got Skill, the Danger Man, the Sharpshooter, the Skull Crusher, holding towards long, watching apps. If I was anyone on the T side, I would never peek into his crosshair because this guy is feeling it right now. Ooh, Finstrick pushes up with the... Is that the bomb? Yeah, he pushes up with the bomb alone. And they're going to be going for a B A side execute. They're pushing from short only. And it looks like Proxnets will be able to bring it back slightly. It's a 2v3 situation. They do not have the side. They have one person on side active and one on long. And TK will manage to kill the guy in pits. It's only one guy left. And that's Tix. Can he be the one to stop this round? Oh, never mind. Can't even finish the sentence. Looks like Phantom Ignite will also take that.
I feel like we see a consequence of that buy from Brutal Base there in that round with going for 2 AKs in the round before.
Definitely, and looks like they're gonna be saving up to buy for the last round. Now, ooh, Skill! This man, what did he have for breakfast? Like, he's hitting everything right now. I haven't seen him miss a shot when he could see his opponents. The British legend is still active on the Phantom's Ignite side. And Brutal Base again going towards B side. Man, you gotta let it go. And he walks into the... What is he doing? Tix, what are you doing? That's like 60 health lost, man. Hello? Tix? Ooh! And Tix takes down TK. I'm sorry for doubting you for a second, bro. I'm so sorry. Well, just like that, they're pulling off a rotation in from A side. They should definitely slightly rotate off now because the man who's rotating is none other than the British sharpshooter for Phantom's Ignite. He's going to be looking in towards Banana. And takes it slowly but surely pushing back towards mid. Never mind, he's going to scratch that off. It looks like he's being called back towards Banana. And Skill, he's hungry for it. He can sense them pushing up slowly. He's going to mess up the QQ slightly, but manages to flash. Now, Rogi, again, it's your time to shine, baby. When it looks like Brutal Base are pushing up, and they're going to push onto side. Rogi gets the first. Can he get the second? Gets the second, not the third. However, Skill is watching from CT. He will be able to prevent them from going into Banana. He knows that they're not anywhere close Banana, and they're only active on Coffin side. Ooh, Fins takes out Skill. It's a 2v2. Fins we'll take out another one. A round that should never have been Brutal Base. Looks like it might be. Now it's just up to Roker. A 1v1 against Viz. Viz is in a good spot. Oof! And Roker cleans it out and takes out Viz. And it comes out to double digits for CT side Phantom's Ignite. This round should not be close. Opinions, Vic?
It's just like, it's something different, or with Tix. He just walks into the molly, takes 60 damage, and then he hits that one dig. Like, you shouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, exactly. I guess he was firing up, honestly. Pun intended.
Yeah.
No, we got a Brutal Base pushing up from Banana. And again, we have TK playing a more passive CC role now. Compared to what he was doing at the start, he was playing more on side. And we got Rogi trying to jump all the way up onto New Box from Fountain. Things are slowed down, they're more quiet. I honestly think that Brutal Base need a fast round towards A side. That's what they need right now in order to get 10-5 on this half. Otherwise, Phantom's Ignite will be looking at 11-4. Lutzi slowly peeking short. He hears contact towards mid. We got Skill trying to pop a shot through smoke. Come on, man. You can't hit those. If he did that, I would literally report him right now. And it looks like it's going to be an A setup. 2 people in apartments. 1 person top mid. The other 2 close to brackets. They're gonna throw the lurk smoke. Proxnas is here with Viz. The rest of them pushing from short. Tix will take out Roker, and now Skill is pushing from short. And Kopic also takes it up. Finally! And the site is under Brutal Base's control, and the retake is impossible at this rate. It's a 5v2 with one op still active and plenty amount of utility available, and this is the last round, so they gotta go for this. Tix is holding, he gets the first. Can he get the second? Rogi. Ooh, he jiggles, and he gets taken down by Kokek. It's a good enough half for Brutal Base. They're gonna switch to T-side, but they need the pistol to carry on. What are your thoughts so far, Vikk?
It's been a solid CT side for Phantoms Ignite, but can they repeat it on the T side? That's the question for me, I think. Like, who's going to be the star player?
Very true, and it looks like Phantoms Ignite was giving up on their CC side at the start, but we all bit our tongue when they started to come back slowly and take the lead. 10-5, this is perfect for them right now. They need this pistol. If they win this pistol, I think they might have just run away with it. And they're gonna push up Banana, they're gonna take out Tix, and they have side control completely. What? What is this? He's peeking alone on Banana with no one to be there to refrag him. Lutzi is going crazy. He's gonna take out Proxnas. TK takes out Kokek. One more pushing in from CT. Is Lucy gonna get another prey? TK is also fighting down Banana. And Viz is trying to take out TK from the server, or sorry, from the round right now, but it looks like it's not gonna be happening. And this is 11-5 for Phantoms Ignite. It looks like they've given up, and now Phantoms Ignite are slightly overextending by pushing and trying to kill these CTs. Honestly, I would have said, don't even bother, just go hide in positions. Yes, they're saving armor, but you'd rather your players keep their armor as well. And Rogi finally takes out Drinks T, or Finn, sorry. And Veze will save the T-spawn nothing but a USB and an armor, and that armor could actually be something important if he's going to move forward with this. Now, what will be the play here? Vikk, would you force into this or eco?
With them being so far down, I would say go for the force. It can make some wonders. Like, if you hit those 1 leagues, you can win around easy.
Precisely. And it looks like they're going to be going for the eco. Are they all going into it? Yep, they're going to peek in from second mid from map. And that's exactly where the entire Phantom Ignite roster is going. And it's just a slaughter. Brutal Base will not be able to pick up a single person so far. We've got Proxnas and Kokade, just the last 2 members alive. Breathing their final breaths, and finally Coke is taken out by Skill, and they're going to open up these sides. And we've got a hungry Skill lurking on second mid, trying to take out Proxnas. Proxnas gets one. What? And Proxnas finally gets taken out by Skill. What a Phantoms Ignite is playing good CS right here. Brutal Base was not in the T side. They weren't abusing the advantages they had, and it looks like it's going to be coming back to haunt them right now. Otherwise, they would have ran away with this. And we've got a small XD coming in from chat by Lutzi after Proxnas killed him. And Phantoms Ignite will take banana control with no problem at all. Not even a slight hesitation from the CT side. We got Tix here with Proxnas. Meanwhile, on the other side, we got Viz, Finn, and Kopi. It's a 3-2 setup, which is a very default setup on Inferno. However, again, just like Phantoms Ignite on their CT side, Brutal Base are not going to bother for the slight amount of banana control. They're just going to play passive and let them have it. Smoke will be coming into block of CT. It is a fake smoke. Tix will not fall for it. And Rogi, the Swedish Mafia, slowly creeping with his USB. He's got a max into his name. He's going to start spraying out. And he takes out Proxnas. And he takes out Tix. What the? And that's B-side open. Phantoms Ignite. 13-5 potentially.
Yeah, we see Brutal Base are already backing off for a save.
Definitely, they have to. That was extremely poor from the Brutal Base side.
Yeah, we see here that that's a good take from Rogi and KT there. They're taking their time when that smoke landing to see if the CTs use any utility. And when they don't, they see an opening and they take it. And yeah, the rest of Brutal don't have any other choice than just go and save. See a team kill here though. But the save won't come in, and Phantoms gets all the Brutal players.
And looks like Phantoms Ignite might actually run away with this one. And another eco comes in for the Brutal Boys. They got a few upgraded pistols and 2 smokes to their names. Proxnas, finally, why is there aggression on Banana when you have pistols and all rifles and full utility stack? You could do so much with that. And they're gonna be pushed up. EK will kill Proxnas on Banana. He just needs one more. Ooh, Tix slyly holds on. Tix is alone on site. He's got a teammate to back him up from CT. Roki, the man, the myth, the legend of B sites. He's gonna throw away the AK. Very smart. Roki, you're a smart man. Thinking ahead always. And Roker takes out Easy on top mid in the brackets area. And Skill takes out Finn. This is looking like a DM session for Phantoms Ignite. They're just pushing up solo and they can take out these players comfortably. Yes, they are only mere pistols, but you can still do a lot with those pistols if you pack them up together. And it looks like 14-5 for Phantoms Ignite. Will they be running away with a 16-5 Inferno, or will Brutal Base be holding on and try to hire them for map 2? Find out very soon.
We see here Tix trying to save as he said. Will it work out? No. He just gets taken straight out.
That's the thing as
Not
well,
even
like,
get damage.
that's the thing, like, the T side are being very aggressive, and this is exactly how Brutal Base should have played it from the start. They were playing way too passive and giving away a lot of their time to the CTs. And Phantoms Ignite definitely know how to play this T side on Inferno. And with the money that they have saved up in the bank, they can do so much with that. They can die if they want to, and they can still rebuy. They still have 2 M4s from like round number 18 still in their arms. And they're still going with them. Will they go into round 21 as well with these M41s? Find out. Oof. Tix will tag up TK by through the wall like a smudge of a wolf. And Rogi again haunting this B site like he haunted the Brutal Bases B site. Skill is holding mid passively from Mexico or under. And we got Tix. We'll get the first. Rogi is taking off that. Now that is a sigh of relief if I was on Brutal Base, because Rogi has been, honestly, he's been rogue and he's been causing trouble. Tix will not get that. Will not get the second frag on Banana. And we got Roker pushing into Absence. They don't know that they've boosted 1%. What? Lucy? Lucy, you madman. What are you doing? And they're gonna be pushing up towards mid. They have full mid control. And Tix is off, is holding up along with Coke as well, watching apps when Coke will tag Roker down to 16 HP. It looks like it's gonna be full A take, and Coke is the only man that can stop this. Gets the first. Will he get the second? No! He's getting swarmed, and Tix will get another one from long, but he has to fall off and wait for his teammate. Now this is completely doable for the CT side. They have the upgraded weapons. They have the HP to their side. However, no utility is available to them, and this smoke is going to be nothing but a nightmare for them. However, it is a bit, yeah, it is a horrible smoke. No offense to Luzi, but they can still make this work. This is a great crossfire going on here, as long as they can take out Tix, because I think Tix is the biggest nuisance right here. Tix must not be allowed to take one of these Phantoms Ignite players, or else the round is for Brutal Baits. And Proxnas will take both. Pardon me, Proxnas, sorry to count you out, bro. And it's 14-6. Brutal Base finally getting around after the halftime. This is first round they get on CT side after a 4-1 take for Phantoms Ignite. And a great buy, well not great, well they got an MP9, but let's not count out the MP9s right now. But they got a much better buy, and they should definitely go for a banana take. A few words for us, Nomad.
Yeah, no, definitely. Phantoms Ignite they're playing Brutal's game right now. Obviously, Brutal were they were very much challenging Banana on their T half, but they were doing it very slow and trying to fake out Phantoms. Where Phantom have gone, you know what? We'll call your bluff. We'll full on push, and they've been able to take that very easily, repeated times. And right now they've got to try something a little different. Lost in a long time, and it seems to be working out for them as well. They seem to be going a lot more aggressive than Brutal is, and especially for Brutal's map pick, this is a very solid showing for Phantoms to show up.
Definitely, 100%. And it looks like they have A side while we were informing us of the new playsets they should build up on. Phantoms Ignite do take A side for themselves. Its skill will take out Kicks. Finally, Proxnas in Graveyard. 27 HP to his name. Ooh, and he cannot take out Lutzi. The combination of a Swedish rifler and a British marksman will be the thing that will prevent Brutal Base from retaking A site. Inferno. And now this is the final struggles from Brutal Base, in my opinion. They got 2 SMGs, 1 cheap rifle, but let's not forget the mask can be very horrendous if you know how to use it right for your opponents. And Tix will manage to take out Rogi. This is good from them. They get the pick, they fall off. Now TK is coming for some blood. His B-side buddy is taken out and he wants to kill the guy who did it. Nothing much going on here other than some map control and trying to slow everything down. Lutzi, even Banana going down towards second mid now. It looks like they're going to be linking up towards B side. And there's only one man here to prevent them from accessing B side, and that's none other than Proxnas, FAMAS genius. He's got 1 flash to his name, nothing more, but it looks like Tix is smelling something on B side. He can smell a bunch of T's pushing up with their AKs. A nice B-hop to speed his way down to Banana. Or CP, sorry. And they're gonna be pushing up. Roker will get Proxnas, and that's B side open. Can Tix get there in time to prevent anything? Ooh, when he's smoked off, he's not gonna be able to do much. 30 seconds left for the Phantoms Ignite side. They don't need to plant straight away. They're gonna plant. Roker will take out the Koke. And it looks like it's gonna be 16-6. Unless by some miracle Tix will be able to pull this back to the legendary off. Ooh. There you go. That's one. 3v2. This is yours, boys. Lutzi takes out Viz. Roker takes out a Finn. Pardon me. Now it's just Tix and Lutzi left to finish up. And Roker will not give a small inch to Tix. It was a very good attempt to try to come back, but looks like the better team won that. And props to Brutal Base for keeping their nerve that entire game. Didn't look like they were annoyed at any point. And they're gonna be they have to Phantoms Ignite pick, which is Mirage. And they gotta go through their hell very soon. And we're just gonna go on a break and we will join you again very soon. Stay tuned.
Saturday night, feeling so dark. I've been working day cause you fucked my heart. Looking so right, like an island on fire. The sun is from dusk to dawn. And now I know you kept catching every single light that we passed.
or anything. This is literally a hollow point strat right here. And someone actually clipped this, so now I know who it is. Phantom's gonna sue you. I'm joking. I love you guys. Perfect execution coming in from Phantom's ignites, and
Well,
looks
you're
like that's round one.
well, you're saying perfect, but I saw a big gap in that jungle smoke actually.
Yeah, well, it didn't look well. Honestly, Brutal Base didn't capitalize on it as much as they should have. And it looks like they're gonna get punished on it. Again, this was the same problem they had on map 1, where Nomad was saying specifically, Brutal Base was not abusing the advantages they had. They were playing way too passive, and they're playing very spread. But now it looks like a buy round is gonna be coming in from both sides, actually. Brutal Base gonna be forcing into this round. We got Roki gonna be smoking towards. Ooh, this is a new spot. I haven't seen this one yet. He's getting a. He's smoking towards A side jungle. Or no, it's stairs. What? Okay, that's a weird. Oh, it's a fake kind of smoke. They're actually gonna be going towards A, and Skill will be taking the first blood by killing VZ. And now he's gonna be mauling towards jungle, while the rest of the team pours out onto A side, and they're gonna be going in for the plants, which is gonna be taking place on triple. Never mind. Koke gets 2, and he has made this round winnable. However, Lucy responds with an SMG kill of his own on Finn. Tix is waiting on CT with his buddy Coke, and Skill takes him out. Finally, it's just down to Coke. Can he get 3 more? He already got 2. He gets 1. And Lucy will be able to flank around him and take him out. And we'd like to apologize right now if the stream is slow, but it looks like the observer's bitrate is going all over the place. Please try to stay tuned. We'll try to fix this as soon as possible. Now, Vikk, what do you think is going to be happening this round?
Well, as we see here, Phantom is going for a push B against stack on B. So this can be really interesting. Sometimes you see this works out real good. Gotten 2 so far, but it don't seem like they got any more now. Rogi just shut them down.
And again, it looks like this is Rogi stay like full on. Of course, he's going 2-2 right now, and this is a bit too early to say it. Other than him, Lucy, who's going 5-0. But first map, Rogi and Skill, in my opinion. I'm not sure if that's yours as well, Vikk. They were the star players on that Phantom Ignite roster for the Inferno. Now we have Tix on top mid. He will not be able to connect the shot, and he will be tagged down for 48. However, Coke will respond with a frag of his own on mid. Sorry, Apps, pardon me. And he will take out Lucy. And now everything's slowed down. And TK is going to be trying to jump into window. No one is watching. Wait, no, sorry. There is someone watching it. It's Tix, the man, the myth, the legend. And now Proxnas is going to be nading down towards under window, trying to prevent any sort of window / connector plays, trying to inflict as much damage as they can. And Proxnas will be taken out by TK from under window. Tix will see a small smudge of Rogi before he disappears into thin air in Palace. And CT side are getting antsy. They're wondering, they're questioning what's going to be happening. Skill is moving up towards B side. They're shifting. Now they're running. They know that this area is clear, so they're getting close to set up. BZ has full ramp control. They should know that this is a B take. Nothing's happening around ramp. They don't hear any utility being popped. Finally, it's all down to Coke. Can Coke get one? He gets smoked off. They're gonna push from balcony. He can't get his first shot landed. They're on truck. They're everywhere around. And 2 members of Brutal Base will be taken out after 2 missed shots by Coke. A very harsh result for missing those shots. It looks like it's gonna be saved by Beast and Finn. These 2 guys they need to save this if they want to be going into the next couple rounds with a slight half buy. So Nomad, while we're gonna let this bomb explode, what do you think so far? What are your thoughts?
Phantoms are coming in hard and fast. Like you saw that pistol strat straight out of apps. Obviously, we had people in Brutal Base. They were stacking B site, so that leads me to watch some demos, and maybe they just were fed false information, and Phantoms knew that that would happen. And even round and the round after, they still stuck to their guns and stuck to that B site pretty much, which is very confusing. Rounds, and then obviously the last round we took B site. So Phantoms are playing very and are playing mind games with Brutal, it seems.
Precisely, and it looks like they're coming up with a forced buy round. And this is actually not that bad. We got Proxnas, the only man with a shotgun, and we know what a Max 7 can do on close range, especially in apartments. This is perfect position for him, as no one has really bothered pushing into apps. He's got a visitor here, Lutzi with an SG. And these two are going to be having a small stand down, or Mexican standoff, if I should say. But Proxnas will actually be falling off. And Tix will be getting the first pick towards mids. TK is out of the match, or sorry, out of the round for now. Looks like Roker was getting ready to set up a smoke, but he cancelled it. And this is strange, right? They're giving them mid, but it doesn't look like Phantoms Ignite wants it, really. Because right now they're playing a 3-2, and mid is for taking for the T side, and we know what mid can do to you if you don't fight for it. And again, we got V's. He's right here. He's waiting. He gets the first molly contact. He's gonna probably call someone back. Never mind. He's gonna die to the molly, and he's gonna take one man with him. This is definitely gonna keep some CTs here. Meanwhile, we have Coke, the man, waiting for him for the Phantoms Ignite roster on the balcony. He's gonna peek two apps right now. They're both blinded. He's gonna get the first. Can't get the second. And Roker will take out Coke as a refrag, and Proxnas, alright. Proxnas will kill Skill, and he'll manage to take the op away from the T side. A much better round.
One thing I'd love to note is that Phantoms played that round a lot slower, and it actually cost them in the end. I felt like they spent a bit too much time getting ready to do what they wanted to do. The shock factor was gone, and the shock factor was what was working against Brutal. They didn't have the fast rotations, they didn't have the info.
Precisely, Nomad. And again, it looks like T-side are really abusing them on mid. They give up mid comfortably, and this is what happens if you give up mid on Mirage. It's a crucial point of this map, and just like that, they have B-side. And it looks like it's going to be a save for Brutal Base.
Like I said, play into their hands. Shock factor, rush. They didn't play slow this round, and they were easily able to take site and basically win.
Exactly. Now, Vikk, what is going through your head right now? Do you think that Brutal can make a comeback on the CT side?
Of course, they can always come back, but that's depend on how they play it. Like that round, they play one in connector, gives up window, no one on short. That just opens up to give Phantom a easy B split, especially when a guy dies in connector from a molly.
So I see, and right now, Steve fight 100 blood. They're gonna find Skill. Excuse me, sorry. They're gonna find. They nearly found VZ, but VZ was saved by the face it after time. And again, another buy round comes in, and this is good for Brutal Base. They have good weapons. They don't have SMGs lying around. They got an AUG, and now some of you might think that AUG is a newbie weapon. Newbie or not, people. Oh, and well, team damage is inflicted already. This AUG can do so much for the Brutal Base side if it pushes up onto short. It looks like Tix is clearing up mid for the Brutal Base side, and he's going to be trying to go for the third pick. He's going to get mollied out. Proxnas will nade towards the chair and stay hiding behind this short smoke. And everything goes slow again and quiet. And Finn is going to be taken out by TK. And we got VZ still available on this palace box area. Will he be able to get one? A smoke will pop out. Ooh, that will ruin him completely. But he's going to be pushing through it. And TK does expect it, but cannot finish him off. VZ gets a second. Now this is a Brutal Base round. Rogi should not be able to get any more from this. We got Koke watching shorts. He doesn't say anything. He ticks. He can smell Rogi. He can smell a wild, sweet man hiding around window. And Rogi gets one. Not right there, Vikk. In my opinion, don't you think that's just careless pushing? You have
Yeah.
bomb.
Yeah, he's standing on short, holding a safe angle. He don't need to push up there, even if he knew that player was standing there. Like it looked like he had the information from window. But when you don't, or just go for it like that with that time left as well, that opens the round for Rogi, but he didn't decide to go for it.
So I see, and now he's got a save. Nothing more he can do here. But it looks like he has a guest on window. So they're gonna be able to see him either. And this is good. They're playing more passive now. Brutal Base should have never lost that AUG towards short because A, there's no point. Just let time run. Let time run out. Let him keep it. He's gonna still have the same amount of money he did at the start of that round. And B, it's not worth it. You're just gonna lose money. And now we're gonna see Tiggs going back into window. Will he be able to get more frags? Bring his team closer to a small comeback on the CT side. But it looks like mid isn't the Phantom's Ignite's play here. They're gonna be pushing up towards ramp. And we got Finn playing very close to the smoke. Now this can be very dangerous for Finn. Very dangerous. Oh, and he gets spotted. He gets tagged down to 12. My. You can't even finish your sentence without these Phantom guys ruining everything. And now we got Vize and Finn, 2 men active on site. Finn is playing more passive towards Firebox. Tix is watching Palace, and now the smoke is starting to fall in. Vize is gonna get first and Finn Molly out of Palace. Now Finn gets another one in return. It's a 4v4. This is perfect for the CP side. And they have a lot of active men available on A side around it. And this bomb could actually not be planted. One left. Yeah, there you go. And Finn gets taken out. Now this could actually be over for Brutal Base at this rate because they have full access to the site. And pardon me, it looks like I'm making a lot of mistakes on this rocket. It looks like they have control of bomb, but they can't keep hold of it. And Brutal Base are going to be cut down to only one man, and that's none other than Coke, the secondary offer by the looks of this. He's going to try to go for a wall bank. He won't be able to connect it. And we have Skill holding towards default and TK holding towards jungle. So he has a flash ready for his teammate to peek. This is a very good setup, and he's got it lined up. He's going to peek behind it. Yes, he's going to take the kill, and a perfect flash coming in from TK. 100% blinded. Coke, and that's 6-2. This is a great start for Phantom's Ignite on this T-sided half. And honestly, I'm really unsure that Brutal Base will be able to make a recovery. What do you think, Vikk? Will they make one?
Or if they keep on playing like that, no, I don't see anything then. But like that round, Proxnas, he made his way into Ninja without being noticed. Why does he shoot at the first player and don't call that to his teammate in connector just to hide?
Exactly, he could have actually been the one to win the round and beat the score off that round, but Roki looks like he's gonna get a kill. How did he even do that? Did oh, he did the wall bang towards Palace. That's what he did. He did the wall bang. Alright, Rogi. And Broker will finish out Tix. Vize will be taking out TK with his MP9. Things are starting to look a bit more stable for Brutal Base. It's a 3v4, 100% possible. They just need to position themselves well. And we got Proxnas going to be taking contact. They're going to be pushing in from apartments. Will Proxnas get at least one here? He needs 2 to solidify this round, but 1 will do it. Koki will be killing 1 man from back of sight. And now from the back, here's Roker coming in. He's going to beat it. Ooh, and he's not even going to touch him. Lutzi will steal the kill. And finally, he's going to be checking towards bench, and he's going to take out Proxnas. And last man has a duel. And okay, well, here comes a choke from Vize. He's not going to be able to finish the comfortable kill, and Roker will take him out, getting a 3k into that round. And a 7-2 for the legendary Phantom's Ignite. Nomad, give us a bit of jig here, man.
I would say yes, that a match pause was definitely needed. Brutal Base need to go back to the drawing board. It's that Phantoms are hitting them with a shock and awe factor every time, and they're just not better. It is Phantom's map, so it is slightly expected to go their way for a fair bit. But at this point, Brutal Base should really wise up to counter it. But there's not much really going on. Obviously, there's been a lot of post-plant scenarios where Phantoms rather than playing post-plant and playing defense, which Brutal should really be capitalizing on that and pushing full force because they know that Phantoms are going to. But like I said, they're just not being able to wise up to that, and it's losing them rounds. And they really, really need to go back to drawing board and see how they're going to attack this because this is CT side and they're looking on 2 round wins at this point in time. And if they don't win the next 3 rounds, I'm going to say that it's putting them in a very, very good position to be losing this series 2-0.
Precisely, and that will be the site of a semi-final gone from Brutal Base in this Phoenix League Season 4. And again, it's the same mistakes they're making that they made on Inferno. Not capitalizing when they should, and not playing aggressive when they should have. And it looks like it's going to be coming back to haunt them again on Mirage. We got Roker pushing up mid. You see exactly this is the point that Nomad was making earlier as well. No one is fighting them on mid. They have all of this map to play with. They can do so much with this. They can run a comfortable A splits without a small hesitation. And as I say that, Rogi will take out Viz and Finn will take out Rogi as a good refrag. It's a 4v4 now. Finn will be playing under Palace. A small passive play going on. He's going to be pulled towards Tetris and peek it. That's not smart, man. Get under. And Roker slowly and surely pushing up towards Connector. And as you can see, we have TK who's hiding in window. This is very good for TK. If he can capitalize on this, this is 8-2 for Phantoms Ignite. He needs to get at least 1 kill. He can disrupt a lot of the CT players from this 1 kill. Meanwhile, we have Tix peeking mid. He sees the first contact. He's gonna try to take a shot through the smoke. Nothing will occur. Foxdance will try to rotate back towards B side, but he's going to be taken out by TK. His position is known. Tix is also taken out. A side is not completely open for them. Luzi will get the final man on A side. And finally, only Coke left on B side in the market area. He's not going to be able to land his shot. He's 5 HP, and TK will kill him. Alright, TK. This guy went very aggressive, and it did pay out for him. And it looks like... it honestly, I'm not the type of guy to be very low on morale, but it looks like this is over for Brutal Base because of what we've been seeing from Phantoms Ignite CT side. God help Brutal Base, honestly, because there's a lot more of that where it came from. And looks like it's going to be a small mid aggression play here. We have 3 members. Yep, we have 3 members playing around here, trying to keep mid under control, and they have read this very well. And Lucy gets one more rogue, gets another one, and this is the frag party here for Team Ignite. And finally, it's Tix alone in apartments, and we have Lucy who's getting close to him, and he's gonna take a nice 1 tap to the head. Vikk. I think I should have been with you guys when I predicted Phantoms Ignite.
Yeah, it doesn't look so good for your call here.
Yeah, man. But again, I tried to install some balance. Now, Brutal Base are not out, correct? They could still salvage this and get a 6-9. It's possible, right?
Theoretically, yes, it's possible, but it doesn't look good. Look at with this buy, they don't have much utility. FAMAS that already low. So yeah.
And they finally get a first pick on mid connector, and Tix is finally starting to step up again for his team when it's needed. And it looks like Tix is the man who's been the more active frag player when it comes to more important frags. He's been the one that's been opening up these rounds for Brutal Base, but they cannot solidify it and take it. And they got Roki pushing out of ramp slowly, but he gets forced off by Finn and his buddy Viz on triple. They're going to be trying to molly towards ramp to slow down any plays. And Rogue is going to make his way up towards apartments with the rest of his team. This is looking like a B executes. And if they smoke the right places, I don't think that even They're lining up their smokes. Here it pops. And now we're gonna watch Coke. Can he take one or two? He's in a great spot. He can do this. 21 HP though. And he can't even get the first. Unfortunate for him. He's gonna only tag Lucy down to 16 HP. Rogi is taken down by Tix from Market. Proxnas will respawn while taking out Lucy. It's a 2v4 situation. He's getting tagged through smoke. And now Roker with 4 bullets in his mag. He's gonna try to take out Proxnas from short. But he's gonna get pushed. Finally, Skill is also taken out by Tix. And again, as I said before, Tix, the man who's been making these opportunities present for Brutal Base winning these rounds. And he just did it there. He got a 4K, and technically he really did win them the rounds with those 4 kills. But it looks like could be a little too late. And it looks like the Ignite roster is going to be pushing for a very aggressive A side take. A great nade comes out. Roker is taken out, and Rogi as well. VZ is doing a lot of work here. VZ is also taken out by Lutzi. They're going to be mauling towards jungle, and they're going to nade right behind it. A smoke is here for jungle. CT is also mauling. Tiki is going to plant for a ramp. And Koki is starting to play with passive. He's waiting for his teammates like he should. He shouldn't push out from this. Now they're all set up. A retake is going to be coming in. Koki is slightly pushing through the smoke. He's going to be taken out by Lutzi, who's playing on close picket box. Tix will respawn, will take in out Lutzi. And now it's a 2v2. Skill and TK very reliable in this after plan. They can win this and make it a 10-3 half, a 10-3 for Ignite. But it looks like TK is gonna be. He's gonna. One bullet. Oh fuck. And I was lost for words there slightly because of that leg shot by TK. He brought Proxnas down to 26 HP, and it's 4-9. And the theory that we had, Vikk, it looks like it's slightly happening as Brutal Base are taking a bit more charge on the CT side. But is it too late now? Potentially?
Potentially, yeah. We should, if we had liked to see this like 3 or 4 rounds earlier. But yeah, sometimes you get lucky and sometimes you don't. So it hasn't worked out for that round. But now Tix getting 1 kill and a leg shot.
Exactly, and Tix, I was gonna say Tix, that's a bit too early, bro. But he actually timed the molly well, where as soon as the smoke landed for the T side, he was out of the gap for it. And it looks like he's shifting towards short, and he's gonna be taking the pick. Now only what stands in between him is OK, and now it's back to TK again. Will he be able to do a lot of damage? No, he won't. Tix is feeling it again, boys. And it looks like the 6th round is very close and up for grabs for Brutal Base. They just need to reach a bit further and they can get it. And please enjoy these lovely flybys when the round starts. Nomad, could you give us a small...
Yeah, like I said, Brutal Base have decided to play a bit more aggro, and now they win. They need it. They need to realise that Phantoms are playing aggro, and they need to counter them by doing the same.
Precisely, and now B side is up for the taking, and Phantoms Ignite will be looking to take the 10th round. They have a 4v2 solid lead here, and it looks like impossible retake coming in from Brutal Base. And this is just, I don't really think that Phantom should really be peeking this. They should be holding angles, and that's what they're doing. Lutzi takes the first out. Now it's only Finn with the off. This is a very hard retake. Can he still get one? And Rogi will Tech 9 his life. And that's 10-5. And that's exactly the same half score we had on Inferno, ladies and gentlemen. And it looks like history is just repeating itself here on Mirage. Let's see what the Brutal Base can do. If they get the pistol, they can definitely get a couple rounds behind it, and even potentially more if they can capitalize on the Phantom's holds. Looks like a bunch of utilities going to be coming out from Proxnas and Tix. Are they trying the same thing, Vikk? No, they're not. Okay, wow.
No,
Vikk, what do you see? 4-man on B.
yeah, 4-man on B. Brutal didn't look like they were all sure what they were gonna do. They're going back and forth in spawn. And yeah, it seems like it's gonna end up on A though.
Yeah, I guess they're gonna do it under smoke, towards site or something.
Yeah,
Cool.
all
He is gonna
utility has on
perform.
ramp.
Coke is going to be boosting himself up into a window. And they have A side for the taking here, and now Phantoms knows exactly what's going on. They're all rotating back towards A. Only one man was available on A side before he's taken out by Coke. Lucy takes out Coke in response. 4v4, Finn takes out Skill. And Tick slowly but surely holds the CT. He knows once Ticket, and he's definitely calling it. A lot of eyes are turning towards Ticket, but they don't know the entire roster stands behind that smoke. And the CT side are trying to force their way through this smoke. They're boosting, they're trying everything, and finally Tix is taken out. One is Palace still active, doing some damage on the CT roster, and they're pushing out onto side as 4-man. Finn takes out TK, and Lutzi gets 2 in response. They don't know that they know the last man is still with Tetris. They're tagging him up, and will they get the defuse? Yes, they will. They have plenty of time to defuse. That kit saves their pretty much saves their life into their rounds, and a great 4K coming in from Lutzi. And this is beautiful. This is exactly what every team should be like in a manner. On Inferno, it was Rogi and Skill. Now it's Lutzi and TK that are really putting the impacts in.
That was a fantastic pistol round from Phantoms. It was a fantastic retake. What I would have loved to see from Brutal is to double up maybe in Palace. They shouldn't expect this in Palace on a post plant like that. And it would have been very, very beneficial for Brutal. I feel like they were a bit too spread out. And unfortunately, the aiming game at the end of the day went to Phantoms.
And a small aggression coming in from Rogi will result in a kill for him. And TK will get a 4K. Sorry, scratch that. Roki's gonna come and nick it away from him in the last second. And it looks like Brutal Base are running out of answers, and they're gonna call another pause. Now, Vikk, if you were a Brutal player, what would be going through your head right now?
Of course, the first thing is what can we do to solve this, but I don't actually see a solution for them right now, because they just seem to lose every aim duel they take.
Exactly, and it looks like the Brutal Base are playing more solo compared to what Phantom is playing. Phantom is more organized and more collected together, and this is indeed a team game, and it looks like by the results so far, the better team is winning right now. However, Brutal Base still has another 4 rounds as a lifeline left before they lose, and they can still bring this back slowly but surely. But they need to make the right moves, and they need to make it right now. Now, Nomad, if you were Brutal Base, what kind of call would you call right now? What would you want your players to do right now?
In all honesty, I'll take a leaf out of Phantom's book. If they were all to push a site, balls to the wall, just like Phantoms do, I reckon that'll throw Phantoms off guard. Phantoms have been playing very aggressive because they know Brutal have been playing very reserved. And it's working for them. So if Brutal was to just completely pull out all the stops and rush a site, they can get a bomb plant down. As long as they don't sit themselves in silly post plant situations, then they should be able to win that and hold off any retakes that might try and happen. But I don't think that's going to happen right now. I think Phantoms may be onto that, and they're shutting down every entrance onto this site. It feels like they know.
Sorry, and it looks like it's going to be an 8-take flash out from the ramp. Only one smoke on, actually no, that's a CT smoke as well, unless it's a failed stair smoke. I have no idea. There's a lot of missed smokes here by the looks of it, and it looks like it's working for Brutal Base. And they're going to be putting it down to a 4v3. The bomb is still running around Rogue. Will he plant it? Yep. Vise is planting the bomb on default spot. Coke will take out Lutzi, and this is much better from the T side. They should get into better after plant positions. And, oh, never mind. Proxnaz is just going to finish the last 2 off comfortably on mid. And he will be the MVP of the round.
Yeah, Proxnaz comes in with a really good lurk there. Up through con, taking both people out.
Exactly. Precise. Like, right now, that round was a better Brutal Base compared to what we have seen both on Inferno and so far in Mirage. They're more organized and they're playing much better together. But an eco is coming in from the CT side. This is the first eco, I believe, coming in from Phantoms in this entire map. Other than that, they were doing half buys, but sorry, they were doing full buys and half buys. But now they got a bunch of deagles, a P250, and you should never count out deagles, especially when they're in the hands of Lutzi, Rogi, and TK. These three are feeling it right now. TK will be taking Coke down to 51. Coke will not push any further, and that's smart. He's gonna fall off back to top mid. Finn will take out Roker on short. And again, everything's gonna be slowed down. They're gonna re-molly mid window. Try to buy some time to peek into areas. They're gonna flash towards A side. Skill is mollied off from mid window, but he knows there's activity on short. They should definitely make some rotations, but they're not. And it's all down to Lutzi on B side by himself. Can he get one? He gets the first. Can he get the second? No, he cannot. Finn will take him out, and Tix will be taking out Skill. And now it's all down to Rogi, the star of map 1. Can he still get one gun out of this? Bomb is going to be going down effectively. Tix has him, and he doesn't shoulder peek it. And finally, Tix will get the final kill, getting himself the MVP of the round. And it's 12-7. And another pause comes in, but this time again, it's for Brutal. It looks like Phantoms aren't even going to bother with one. They're confident that they can go through this. Nomad and Vikk, give me a small piece of your mind so far of how Brutal are doing.
Yeah, sure. Well, Brutal, like I said, they needed to pull something out. They needed to pull out all the stops, and it seems like that's what they did. Like I said, they exploded onto that A site. Their post-plant position, Vikk also said, approximate flank into mid and a big lurking connector. It was out of the ordinary spots for a post-plant, and Phantoms did not expect it. Now, most of Phantom's rounds have been very, very, very readable. And that round just came out of nowhere, and obviously it led into the eco win afterwards. So they're in the best position they have been in this match to continue winning these rounds and possibly bring it up to a much closer game.
Precisely. What about you, Vikk? What do you think?
Yeah, Brutal is actually looking much better now on the T side. So yeah, that's just a question if they can keep it up. And as we can see chat now, there's actually a tech pause.
Yeah, this is the first tech pause I think Brutal has used. And they did lose their tech pause time because they were using it for standard timeouts. And a great sportsmanship has been shown by Phantoms as they use their pause for them. That's great. Even though they're winning, they're still being gentlemen and they're still being respectful. Props to you boys. And now it looks like it's going to be a very aggressive mid take by Tix. He's not going to peek into window. Mid window smoke comes in. What the hell is the other smoke? We have another smoke on top of the building on mid. And now slowly pushing in towards connect. He's going to get a flash. He's going to peek it. Roker on the other side with an AUG waiting for him. He's going to peek into it and he's going to take out Coke. And Visa is also taken out by Roki. Again, they're playing way too solo. They're peeking without any utility or any potential for refrag. And they're just giving kills to Phantoms at this point. And it looks like the slightest amount of hope of them winning is going to be crushed again by Phantom. Lutzi doing a small jump peek to make sure that everything is clear, but little does he know there's actually 3 T-side players pushing up. He's going to be throwing the smoke and he's going to be playing around it. And Lutzi, he can deny the plant and he can get 2 here. He gets the first. Can he get the second? He does. And Roker will finish off the third with his AUG. And that AUG is a pain in the ass to deal with if it's in the right hands. And there you go, boys. It looks like Brutal Base's dreams might have just been slightly crushed as they are starting to play more solo into the series again.
Brutal has actually decided to go for a double AWP here on T side, I see.
Precise, and it's Coke and Tix. So Tix is going to be taking up mid, and Coke is going to be taking up ramp. Can Coke make a difference?
And Visa ending up without armor, I see.
Why don't he just buy himself a Galil? Okay, wait, he spent what's that, 400? That's 700 worth of utility. He could have got himself Kevlar, even if he bought that off for his teammates. Kevlar is important, and yes, utility is important, but you have an entire team filled with a decent entry. And now it's TK, he's gonna be alone on this site. He's gonna be the first to have contact. He can't get the first spin, will take out Roki by himself. TK will be pushing through the smoke. Is he pushing through the smoke alone? You can actually, oof, and Finn is holding for him. And that looks like A side is gonna be taken. A lot of these smokes are very weird. I'm not sure if this is Brutal based messing up their smokes, or if Phantoms are trying to throw smokes to play around them. Correct me if I'm wrong, Nomad, you're watching this more closely.
Yeah, definitely. They're attacking more as a team. And look, again, look, Proxnax with that flank through connector. Obviously, he wasn't able to pick up a kill, but it was just enough to send the team into a bit of shock. And this is what they needed. This is 100% what they needed. They were playing less solo, playing more side take. Orb is a dream. We saw him using a scout earlier on in the game, and he got 4 kills from it. Pretty much carrying his team through these side takes right now, and it's always nice to see them playing together and actually winning some rounds.
I see, and it was looking much better, but again, they're forcing Phantoms into eco, and with the range that they're playing, they should definitely be able to have a flawless round. They shouldn't be sending any solo players, making solo plays. They should peak as a pair or as a trio, and Proxnas will get the first frag of this round. And Skill being very, very, very what's it called, jammy by holding mid window with the Zeus. I think he's trying to tilt someone. Oh, and he wastes the Zeus randomly in thin air. And Coke is going to be taking out the down A side, and now it's only Skill pushing up mid. He tags down Coke to 2 HP, and he attempted to Zeus him earlier. But
yeah, the smoke we saw on top of the roof in mid, I think that actually is a failed connector smoke because it's failed again.
Oh, did it fail again? Oh, it looks like Brutal Base are messing up their smoke. And if it's not right, they keep wasting it, so they could probably reuse that in another area. And it looks like it's gonna be a B take here. First B take as a unit. Oh, Tix. Tix is gonna be burning in that molly. Roker is gonna be trying to wall bang. They're setting up their smokes. They know one man is active into the site. No rotations are coming in from Phantoms, but the bomb is still staying here. We have Tix falling off and watching mid, making sure no one is pushing from flank. Roker is joining his teammates. Lutzi back on site. They're gonna play together. And these smokes are all lined up. Proxnas is pushed up very close in apps. He can definitely kill Lutzi here. It's timing perfect. And nope, Roker is waiting for him below balcony. And here comes the push. All the archers have been smoked. Roker gets another one. It's still all down to Lutzi, trying to hold the site. He gets the first. If he can get another one, he can solidify the ground for his team. And he gets another one through edge of the smoke. And finally, Tix will be the one to silence him. It's a 3v1 situation. Tix has all the time in the world to play with this. He gets the first. And slow down slightly. Oh, and a peek comes in from short. Tix is looking straight at him, but he has a feeling someone else is close by. And he is right. It's none other than TK playing around the site with them. Tix has to plant very soon. He's getting very antsy, wondering where the second player is. TK slowly creeping up on his opponent. And he knows now, if Tix gets this one, never mind. If only Tix got skill on short, then we would have seen a more closer round and a more it would have leaned more on Brutal Base's side, in my opinion. And as I said before, it looks like Tix is the one who's opening up the rounds for them, and this shouldn't be only focused on one player. Correct me if I'm wrong, Vikk.
No, it's mostly him for the time being. But also I see that it's a lot of failed smokes actually. I know we keep repeating it, but we see it time and time again.
And I mean, it looks like when they fail their smokes, it actually works for them, because every round that they've played up to now, they've won. It looks like they've been failing at least 1 or 2 smokes. So keep it going, Brutal Base. Keep it going, boys. You can do this, I believe. And a retake is definitely going to be coming in, but I don't think it's too necessary. They need to save some of these weapons, but again, they're just cheap MP9s. But you can do so much with these MP9s, put them in the right place. And they're going for as much damage as they can, but they're just getting dinged constantly, and that's Tix taking out Roker, silencing him, and finally Proxnas is going to be silencing Lucy, and he gets the kill. Comfortable. Flawless round coming in from the Brutal Base side, and now a single man lost. And again, eco. Phantoms has to eco again. Potential 14-11.
They're actually going for a force buy.
Oh, okay. Well, this is a force buy. I would if I was on Phantom side, I would have called for a small eco. Because they have so many rounds to play with, but they're gonna go for the force, and again, we cannot count out the fact that we have 3 active deagles and a 5-7 and a scout. That scout tags one guy. It's an easy kill with a deagle right after. Just gotta hit your shots properly. And it looks like it's an aggressive play towards mid. Sorry, you were saying, Vic?
I can actually see why they went for the buy as well, since a lot of players were on 1500. If you look at what they have bought,
Roker!
yeah, he hit some nice shots up on short there, so they can't go for a B split they were planning.
Oh no, it's all falling apart for Brutal Base. Roker gets 2 on short. No one was watching Connector and the potential that someone would be pushing through the smoke. And Lucy will silence his arch nemesis Finn, a man who's been really giving him some trouble on B side. And again, it's all down to Tick. Can he pull off a 1v5? No, he cannot. And Skill will crouch, peek, and one tap right at the head. That was a great round coming in from Phantoms, and they didn't even lose a single member. And now it looks like Brutal Base they just have a bunch of cheap weapons into this round, but we cannot factor out these Galils. These Galils can do a lot, especially the Mac 10.
That was a fantastic eco round from Phantoms. They played it aggressive and hard, and that is exactly what Phantoms have been showing us in this 2-match series so far. That hard and fast, it wins you the game. No way to counter it, and if they haven't done at some point up to this game, they're not going to do it in the last round, are they?
Precisely, and speaking of winning games, Phantoms Ignite completely lock out Brutal Base on the A side, and they take the series 2-0. A much better side coming in from Brutal Base on this Mirage game compared to what they did on Inferno. Even though they lost, it looked like they had more standing points available to them on this side. And unfortunately, they have to be saying goodbye to the Phoenix League.
Well, I think that Phantoms can tank Lucy for that win.
And it looks like we won't even see a bit of a train gameplay. I was actually waiting to see some train gameplay from these two, but nope. Phantoms wants to call it early night and finish it off. But,
to be fair, it's well deserved. They played fantastically. For them to take Brutal's pick 16-6 is astonishing. They played the B side much better than. Commiserations to Brutal, of course, they did their best, but Phantoms were just ahead of them every step of the way. They played much more aggressive, and I feel like they figured out that Brutal didn't know how to counter that very early on in both maps, so the momentum just kept going through both maps. Brutal did well to come back on Mirage. It was looking for a moment there that maybe Phantoms got a bit too cocky, and maybe they were losing rounds due to their own hubris. But of course, as we saw that eco round coming out towards the end, they knew they had to play hard and fast, and that's exactly what they did, and Brutal just did not see it coming. So once again, commiserations to Brutal, but Phantom just played absolute fantastic CS both of those games.
Exactly. And well, thank you everyone for joining us on this journey. A great best of 3 series coming out from one side. Fortunately, Brutal Base could not close out any maps, and we will have to say goodbye to them. Join us next time on the semifinals, and have a good day, everyone. I'm Amirz, and I'm saying goodbye. Vic and Nomad, you too as well.
Yep, we'll see you later sometime probably.
Keep hugging and thugging.
Yeah.